What's going on, guys? It's Kyle Carroll from MyMMAnews.com and Carroll's Corner MMA podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by special guest Alexandra Ballou, who's alumni of Cage Wars up in the Albany area, now fighting and making her MMA professional debut at Bellator on October 12th for the Matt Mitrione versus Ryan Bader fight. How does it feel to get that call for your first fight?
It was so surreal. I mean, I was definitely hoping for it. I was waiting to hear back, but the fact that it was real, sunk in, and it's indescribable. I'm so excited.
I know I was pestering you for an interview coming up, trying to figure out what fight you had going on, and I'm thinking you're doing something local, but you're doing something even bigger than that. You're getting right into Bellator. You're talking about being surreal. What does it mean to you from jumping from amateur right to professional? Going right into Bellator.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been the kind of person that just, if I decide I'm going to do something, I dive into it. It's just kind of what I do. I just go from 0 to 100. To me, it's a huge stage. It's a big deal, but at the end of the day, it's the same stuff. It's the same fight. It's a fist fight at the end of the day. It's just my will versus someone else's. So, I'm training like I always do. I'm training hard, just working on all my skills and my strategy, and just going to go out there and just do what I do.
And,
it's great that it's in Connecticut, though, right in my hometown.
I was going to say, that's not too far from you, so it's a pretty easy drive. And I was about to say, when you're in the cage, you're pretty intense. I know me and Will Barry, who've called your fights for Cage Wars, we always joke around how you scare us. But you're intense in there. Do you just something else click when you're inside the cage?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people joke with me about that. I get in the zone, I guess, and it's a state that comes out when I'm about to do that, and it takes over, and then it takes me a couple minutes after the fact for it to sink in. It's funny watching my own fights, looking at it. It makes me laugh.
One of your first fights, you or your opponent had a bloody nose, and there was blood all over the place. It looked like a scene from Braveheart. And then you had the opportunity to go and travel, I believe, to Pennsylvania to fight. What does it mean to you to go seek out competition, and how will this help you for the professional level?
Well, I'm very fortunate in the sense that I was able to, I think I had 1 or 2 canceled bouts, but I was always able to get another opponent. I know that's a problem usually in the amateur level. A lot of people will drop out here or there, or injuries, or for whatever reason. I was always willing to travel, or any show that had someone for me to fight to get that experience, to boost my career. I was always super grateful for, and Cage Wars did a tremendous job with that. XCC was great. So professional level, I'm always game, as long as it's my weight class. I had a couple opportunities to fight at 120, which I personally, just my body, I don't think I'll make the weight. So anybody at 125, I'm game for.
Awesome.
I'm always looking to improve,
Definitely. And tell us a little bit about your opponent at Bellator on October 12th.
Well, her name's Lisa Blaine. She fights at Ultimate MMA, and she had already previously fought at Bellator, I believe last year, maybe the year before, against Anna Fullerton, who is a boxer. I know Bellator likes to pick local fighters for their card when they come to town, so I know they did that with her previously. So, she seems to be always a game opponent from what I understand, and she's 2-2. So I'm ready. I know what she's all about, so I've been working on countering it.
I was about to ask, have you scouted her much, and what are some challenges that she presents to you?
I've never met her personally. I do know people who have. From what I understand, she likes to fight. She likes to scrap. She likes to stand and bang, which that's fine with me. So I know she's tough, from what I understand. Doesn't faze me much. I'm willing to stand and bang. Working on a lot of my ground game, learning. Always working on wrestling, working on everything, just trying to be as well-rounded as possible. So definitely have a game plan and feel confident about executing it.
Awesome. And have you added anything since being an amateur to now? You're in a pro camp. Have you added anything to your training?
Well, yeah, I'm just just the levels, the intensity. I'm working with a bunch of guys at CCMMA, which is UFC fighter Matt Bissett and undefeated pro fighter Jeff the Dog. So working with a lot of people over there, working on my stand-up, my striking, just everything, and just learning a lot from these guys. They're legends. So
that's awesome. Do you have like short-term goals and long-term goals for within the sport?
Well, short-term goal just trying to build my name, build my my record and everything, and just keep growing. I'm looking for longevity in this career, but I mean, my ultimate goal is to be flyweight champion of the world. That's my dream. Like I get to do what I love. So I used to watch this stuff on TV and think it was the coolest thing that people got paid essentially to be gladiators. So like now I'm on the opposite side, actually doing it. And it's awesome. So my goal is to definitely be a household name, to take over the flyweight division and just starting it.
And Bellator is really not they're still growing their women's divisions. Do you believe like you're a person that they can really build around and kind of grow their women's divisions around?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been watching their flyweight division. I've been watching their flyweight champion. I watched a bunch of her fights, and she's great. I'm definitely stalking it. I absolutely think that. I mean, I think I have everything they need: the ability to market, the skill set, the ferocity. I mean, I think I bring a lot to the table. So
awesome.
I'm gonna destroy my way and fight my way through everybody in the division if I have to.
And that's the intensity I'm talking about from when I'm calling the fights. Yeah, you look like you're just ready to go through the crowd if you have to and beat everyone up just to get to your opponent. Now, do you believe that as an amateur, I believe you fought 3 fights. What is the biggest thing you can take from them and bring to this fight that you have coming up?
Well, just my goal is to just keep growing constantly. So if I feel like I'm working towards it every day and putting in that effort, then I'll just continue to improve. So, I know I've improved since April, since my last fight, for sure. So that's key. And then just to stay grounded a little bit too, and just, it's a big stage, it's an arena, it's a big place. I've seen concerts there, you know what I mean? There's some big names on that card. So just at the end of the day, focus on my goal and what I'm there for. And this is my job, and just go out there and just handle it. It's 15 minutes,
Definitely.
So just train, work towards that, and go from there.
Now, if you have an opportunity to finish your opponent, what would be the chosen way that you would love to finish the fight?
Oh, knockout cold.
So one punch, out clean?
Yeah, or kick, anything, elbow, just out cold on the mat.
Awesome. And you're clearly not afraid of the blood and everything, as I mentioned earlier in your previous fights. When you're grappling, and what goes through your mind? You were tested in your first fight. Does anything go through your mind, or does it just kind of push forward?
I mean, just from trying to relive those experiences, it's mostly just primal for me. Relentless, keep moving forward, pressure. And just, I don't know, you're just going in for the kill, essentially, nonstop. It's not really, I guess it's not really a thought process. It's more of a primal takeover. There are strategies, though, definitely. Watching your opponent, trying to get them to do certain things based on your movements, trying the predictability. So there is some strategy, of course, but I guess when you get lost in the heat of the moment, it just turns into a fight.
Definitely. And how does it feel to be on a card with some of the biggest names in the sport, like Ryan Bader, Matt Mitrione? They're headlining it in the heavyweight Grand Prix. What does that mean to you to be walking next to some of these guys and hanging out with them in similar locker room areas?
I mean, the fact that I'm even on a poster with them is crazy to me. I used to literally watch their fights. I mean, I've seen Ryan Bader fight, when I was younger, a teenager on TV, watching that stuff. It's crazy to me. It's so cool. And I mean, like I said, I've seen concerts at Mohegan Sun Arena. It's mind-blowing to me to think that I'm going to be in the middle of that cage in the middle of the arena and people are going to come see me. It's really, really cool experience.
Well, let me tell you, after seeing you fight the first time and then getting to see you fight again, there was no doubt in my mind that I would eventually see you to this point a lot sooner than I expected. I thought you'd take a few more amateur fights, but congratulations to you on that. It just shows your hard work and determination. What are some sponsors you have for your fight camp to help pay for things and get you to the point you are?
Well, at the moment, I have a couple sponsors. I'm still working on it because this kind of all just happened. I'm still drawing up like the letter and the game plan. I've already had a sponsor previously, and I'm still currently working, a side job.
Mm-hmm.
So currently accepting sponsors at the moment. Within the next week or two, should have like the game plan locked in, and then just be tying up loose ends.
Awesome.
So for sure, just more training. Less working. Not that it's not working towards in fight camp. So
definitely. And how can people get tickets? I believe a lot of the Bellator fighters that you guys get tickets to sell as well, right?
I do. I have tickets personally. So for local people, friends and family, that's fantastic. For people who are farther away and not able to meet me in person for them, you can go on Ticketmaster.com. And on my poster, you'll see my offer code, which is my last name, Ballou. So if you type that in, I'll get credit for the sales, and you can get tickets to the show from there.
Awesome. So you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Those who want tickets to see Alex fight, use her last name as the promo code and get some to help her. Send it towards her. Use the promo code, ladies and gentlemen. Give some credit to the fighters, not just the promotion. I'm excited to see you get in there. I'm more than likely going to be there Friday night as well as Saturday on Long Island. So I'm pretty pumped for both these fights. Anything else you want to throw in there for the fans that they should know about and be aware of? Are you selling T-shirts, for walkout shirts, anything like that?
Yep, I'll have T-shirts for sale. I'll set up a website, or I'll do it through my Facebook or something like that. So all and any support is appreciated. I get messages sometimes from people saying that congratulations, or that I inspired them in some way. And to me, that is it inspires me to know that people care about what I'm doing, and it's amazing. It's a great experience. It's a great feeling, and I just want to say that all of their support doesn't go unnoticed. It drives me every day. So.
Awesome. And one last question before I let you get going. What's one thing about you that nobody knows but you'd like to share with everyone?
Oof.
Could be anything. Anything, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be fight related.
Not fight related.
I had someone tell me at 32 years old they can't ride a bike.
Okay. The other day I was thinking I used to draw a lot. I used to do a ton of art. And
Cool.
I also went to art school, believe it or not. And I was thinking about all the artwork I used to do and how I don't do any of that anymore. And I was thinking about getting back into it. I guess it's not that crazy, but that was on my mind the other day.
That's pretty cool, though. That's a talent that I guess people didn't know you had till now. And who knows? Maybe you could draw your own walkout shirt eventually down the road.
Yeah, who knows?
That'd be pretty cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to hop on and talk on the podcast, let everyone know about your fight coming up on October 12th in the Mohegan Sun up in Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, go online, get tickets, or reach out to Alex if you're in their area near her and buy some tickets. Definitely go watch her. You don't want to miss her inside the cage. If you're in there, I suggest you jump out of the cage because she'll kick your ass too. But how can people find you on social media and follow upcoming to the fight?
Oh, absolutely. You can find me on Facebook, Alexandra Ballou, and I also have an athlete page, Alexandra the Great Ballou, and you can find me on Instagram at Alexandra the Great MMA.
Awesome. Alex, once again, I appreciate taking the time. Best of luck on October 12th, and I'm looking forward to seeing you get in there and kick some ass.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. Have a good one.